HSN.
Welcome to 1 a.m. here on the East Coast, and a fabulous hour in store. It is National Preparedness Month, and we're going to take full advantage of the savings that HSN can pass down. One of the things that we're going to do in about 30 minutes is spend some time talking about our Ready Wise. This is food in an emergency, chef-created food that tastes good, that is convenient, easy to make, add water, that's it, with a very special pricing that brings it down to 70, I think it's 77 cents a serving. It's quite remarkable. 5 flexible payments of under $20 and free shipping and handling. The food in those packets is good for, I believe, up to 20 years. And I mentioned that at 1:45, I'm going to show you something remarkable. I mean it. If you can be here at 1:45, I promise you, I'll show you, and this isn't hype, I promise you, I'll show you something that will knock your socks off. But first, we need to talk about power. Power in an emergency, power when we need it. For the final time ever, the last chance at a Today Special from EcoFlow, it's the river. It's always disheartening, it's always worrying when that happens. The power goes out. It's a storm, it's a wildfire, it's a hurricane, it's a natural disaster. When the power goes out, that leads to a lot of worry and concern. What about the refrigerator? What about the air conditioner? What about the heater, because I'm going to get cold? What about some medical devices? What about just having basic light? I think all of us know the importance of having backup power. And in years gone by, that backup power has always been derived from an old-fashioned generator. A generator that is big, that is noisy, that is expensive, that requires maintenance, the gas, the oil. This is a next generation power station developed by industry leader EcoFlow. This is one of those brands that is really revered in the market, being featured in many, many media magazines, TV shows, editors' picks. This is their next generation power station that allows you to plug stuff in. You can plug lots of things in, up to 9 things at once, with the regular power outlets that are on there, with all the different ports that are on there. It might be the lamp, again, a fan, a heater, you name it, you can plug it in. Tonight it's important for a couple reasons. This is our final ever Today Special with the EcoFlow River. It has been our best-selling power station ever, with the most highest reviews, but this is the last ever chance to get it as a best buy of the day. Now, as a result, we had an astonishing response at midnight. We are nearly 70% sold out of the entire quantity. I think we're at 6,500 sold, and I have about 3,000 now. 6,700 sold, I'm being told, and we have about 3,000 remaining. So I want to quickly jump into the options so you can make that decision tonight before they are all gone. Tonight you can choose no solar or with solar. Okay, so if you choose no solar, it means you get your power bank, okay, and you get the custom-made case, and you're gonna get the cables and wires that you need. If you choose with solar, it means you'll get something that looks like this, okay? This comes along with it, and I wanna show you what this opens up to. This becomes this, and this is a solar panel. Now, a solar panel is important for a lot of people, including myself, because you've got your power bank, but what happens when your power bank runs out of battery, right? If you've plugged in all your devices, but then that runs out of battery, how are you gonna recharge it if the power still isn't on in the house? Well, in steps the solar panel. This allows you to create self-sustaining power. You take this outside and it's gonna recharge your EcoFlow, okay? Now, a lot of people love this because it's the idea that you could be totally independent. You could go off the grid. A lot of people love this because you're going camping or you're out and about. We have some great video that will show of folks on a boat or RVing. There's 1,000,001 reasons why you would choose to have the solar panel with it. It's, again, more peace of mind. If you were to buy the solar panel, it's normally $400. If you buy it in the bundle, you save $100 off it. So that's why most people have been buying the bundle. So again, there's with the solar panel or without the solar panel. Here are the colors that we have remaining and what's available. Starting down here, we are down to about, I believe it's less than 20 in the blue. So if you want this beautiful blue, sorry, 15 I'm being told. So this is about to go. If you want the beautiful blue, this one, you're the last to see the blue. If you want the blue with solar, there's 5 left, okay? So last chance on blue. Next up is rose gold. That will be the next to sell out. Again, we're nearly 70% of our entire quantity spoken for. Next is gonna be the charcoal, or I believe what we call it black in the system. This is the one we have at home, so I always call it the charcoal because it's got that charcoal feel on the side. This color with solar, I have 29 left. Black with the solar, 29 left. You will be the last person to see this with the solar. That will be sold out tonight as well. Next is gonna be the gold, okay? And then at the top we have our, it's called white in the system, but as you can see, it really is silver. This is just to share with you what happened, because we've oversold so many in our first airing. This airing has been trimmed back significantly. It's a little over 10 minutes, that's all. This looks like, okay. In total, all the options with solar, I have about 500 left for the entire day. So if you want the solar option, I have about 500 left for the entire day. With that being said, our special guest, Mr. Justin Smith, is here to guide us through, because Justin, when you lose power, your heart sinks. You know you gotta have backup power in some sort, and that's when EcoFlow comes to the rescue.
That's right, Adam, and thank you for, all of you out there for letting me into your home on this beautiful Sunday morning. And, from my home to your home, there's nothing, like Adam said, that can leave us feeling quite so vulnerable as being without power, whether that's 15 minutes, 15 hours, 15 days. We all know how panicked that can make all of us feel when we lose lights, when we lose refrigerator, when we lose TV, when we lose the internet, when we lose phones and the ability to connect with our loved ones. So what do we do? What's the solution? Well, we can run out to the store and get price gouged with a big clunky gas generator that takes gas and oil and stinky toxic fumes. And there's a yearly $150 on average maintenance cost for oil changes and spark plugs. It's a mess. They take up a lot of room. Or there's this. This is a 21st century battery powered generator. Let me say that again. Battery powered generator. It is the perfect equivalent to a medium to light duty gas powered generator, because check this out, Adam. See this right here? These are AC wall outlets. So all of you at home, virtually anything that you can plug in around your house at home, you can plug into the back of the EcoFlow River. And these aren't just dinky little 2-prongs. Those are grounded industrial heavy duty 3-prong wall outlets. And I'm gonna slowly turn it around to the front here. And I can also plug in all of my phones, my tablets, my computers. I've got 4 USB, these 2 blue ones here, those are fast time ports. It used to take you 4 hours to charge your phone. Now it'll take you 2 out of those. These are your USB-C ports, so all of your Apples, your Lenovo's, your MacBooks, your phones. These are future-proof, so you're not gonna have to go out and get an adapter or get a new EcoFlow in a year because everything's moved over to USB-C. We've already started seeing a lot of things recharged by USB-C. Now, when you get it, you take it off the shelf, take it out of the box. You simply just do this. No sticky pull crank, no gas, no oil. 1 button press, and I have an immediate access to an industrial amount of power. That's 100,000 milliamps. That means to you at home, we sell a lot of those battery chargers, those little power banks on air at HSN that'll recharge your SUV like 50 times. This is 10 times more powerful than that with 100,000 milliamps. So all I'm gonna do is if it gets scary and I lose power, let's just start plugging things in. Light immediately comes on, no trickle charge. I need to keep things cool because I'm down here in the south, but winter storms are the leading causes of power outages nationwide. So if I was up north, this could be a small heater, but I'm down here in the south and we have hurricanes. We're about to hit peak hurricane season September 10th. So now my fan's going. But what if I want to keep in touch with friends and family? Well, let's go ahead and plug in our phone. So now my phone's going. What about my tablet? I want to keep the kids entertained. I need to hop on a Zoom call. I just maybe want to watch a little Netflix or something. Now my tablet's on. So I've got my tablet going, my phone going, my light and my fan going, and I can plug in so much more, but I'll leave you with this so I can let you get back to some business here, Adam. This EcoFlow River will charge power, this light and this fan, for 100 hours straight. Wow. FEMA recommends we have 3 days of provisions on our hands immediately following a natural disaster. It's about 72 hours. You will have constant light, constant fan, for 100 hours, over 4 days. And we know we're not going to need a light for 4 days straight. So theoretically, you could have this light for probably double that, because we're only going to need the light for a few hours at night. And it's all about being prepared. It only weighs 11 pounds. It's about the size of a gallon of milk or a toaster. It's easy to pick up on the go. You can keep it inside. It's pet friendly. It's kid friendly. No additional cost when you get this home. No tricky setup. Straight out of the box, one button press, and you are off to the races, Adam.
There's so many reasons. I mean, you know, if there's one thing that this year has taught us is to expect the unexpected. And if you're out of power because of that winter storm, or because of, God forbid, that hurricane or earthquake or wildfire, whatever it may be, it can be in some cases life or death. If you depend on a medical device, certainly. This is important because it gives you the power that we need so desperately that can help sustain us. I want to quickly go over some of the ways to shop, because I am conscious that this is moving a lot faster than we thought, and I never want to rush you when it's an investment like this, but I am concerned that come the morning, there will be none left. Certainly of the one with the solar. There will be none left, guys. When the morning rolls around, the option with solar will be completely sold out. And this is never coming back as a Today Special. Today is the final day ever as a Today Special for the EcoFlow River. You know, we spoke to Roberta in the last hour from California. And Roberta bought one of these a few months ago. And she had a situation today, apparently the rolling blackouts in California. She realized today that with the blackout that she had hundreds of dollars worth of fish she mentioned in her freezer, and she was concerned it was going to spoil, and all that money down the Swanee River, right? She got out her EcoFlow, she plugged in the refrigerator, and now the fish didn't spoil. In fact, she actually came back to buy another EcoFlow from us tonight. So we can talk about the emergencies, the desperately needed power situations, and we can talk about the easier, lighter times, like going to the beach, grilling outside, charging your phone, knowing that you can go camping or fishing, knowing that you can have power wherever you are. We can talk about all of those, because you can use it in those settings and scenarios as well. For sure you can. The reality is HSN is working with EcoFlow to make this as affordable as possible. It is the lowest price we've ever had. Retail compare is anywhere from $634 to over $1,000. So please bear that in mind. When you shop tonight, making it affordable is what we call FlexPay. So without solar, it's just $90 to get it home. With solar, it's just $150 to get it home, and then you've got it. Again, I've had the black one for a long time at this stage, since we launched it, and I'm so happy with this. It's user-friendly, that's why I could speak about it all night long. If you want blue, I have 3 left, everybody. 3, this is about to go. Blue, we have 3 left. In fact, I'm not even gonna talk about that because that's gone. Rose gold is gonna be the next to go. 100 in each, I'm being told. 100 in each, I'm being told at this stage. And again, if you want the solar panel, this is the last call. This hour that we're in right now is played out overnight. So it means that this airing will be seen a few more times. So when we are back live in the morning at 7 or 8 o'clock, there'll be none left with the solar panel option. This means you can be self-sustaining when you're, look, let me just grab one for a second. You've got to understand, you're buying the EcoFlow to power your devices, right? If the power goes out. But what if the power doesn't come on for 2 days, 3 days? Well, then you're gonna have to recharge this. But if there's no power, how are you gonna recharge it? Well, in steps, your solar panel. This connects to this, and now outside, the rays of the sun are gonna charge up your power bank. So it makes a lot of sense to grab it. Normally it's $400. You save an additional $100 if you buy the bundle tonight. Justin, my friend, I'm gonna give the next 5 minutes to you. I'm gonna stop talking. There's 6 minutes left in the presentation. Show us all that you can.
I'll try to get through as much as I can, Adam. I appreciate it. Just so I can show you one thing like you have in the studio there, I've got my solar panel out here. As you can see, I've got a little camping setup going on. You know, a lot of us are looking for alternative things to do with the kids. Do a little camping, or maybe we call it glamping, but what about home gating, tailgating, hunting, camping, fishing? But there's my solar panel. I have it on the kickstand over there. Even under partly cloudy conditions, it will completely recharge my river in as little as 8 hours. But this has pass-through or flow-through charging in it. It's a little safety feature, a smart battery feature, so that I can keep all of my devices plugged into my river while I recharge it. So I can have that self-sustaining off the grid for days, weeks, theoretically for as long as I want because I'm using the power of solar. Now, we're out here, we're camping, and this could be, you know, we're home gating now. NFL, I think, is about to start, but maybe we're home gating. I brought my TV out here. This is a 32-inch smart TV. It'll also power a 65-inch TV, but I'm gonna get about 10 hours of usage to watch TV. So again, we're just gonna go ahead and I'm showing you everything I'm doing live on air here. I don't have anything pre-plugged in because I want you to know that when you get this home, it will do everything that I say it does live on air. Now, let me just go ahead and make sure that I aimed my controller here at the right deal. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to see our TV come on here in just a second. TV's going. Now I can watch 10 hours of TV with this, about 6 to 7 hours on my 65-inch TV. But again, if I have it plugged into that solar, I can theoretically go off the grid as long as I want and keep my TV running as long as I want. So I got my TV going with my river, but check this out, Adam. Watch this. I want to show you something here. I'll keep this out front and center so you can see we are not tethered to anything else. This right here is a power strip. I can quadruple the amount of things that I can plug into the back of my EcoFlow river. Many of us have these sitting around our house. I've got like 5 of them sitting around my house. Heavy duty 3-prong. Let's go ahead and plug it into the back of my river. Check this out. 1 button press, comes on. Let's go ahead and plug this in. Now watch this, Adam. Not just 2 things, but let's plug in more. How about I got a little tablet out here with the kids are out back. Boy, when I was 8 and I think we just saw that come on. When I was 8 and I was camping in the backyard, I had a flashlight and a comic book. If my dad was able to send me out in the backyard camping with a river unit and I was able to have all of my favorite things, including a blender to, I don't know, to make a little food if I want. Check this out, Adam. Got my blender going. Oh, let's not forget the bugs. We're anywhere in America, Minnesota to Florida, you got lots of bugs. Let's go ahead and plug in our bug zapper. Look, everything's running. What if I want to blow up an air mattress? I've got my AirHawk Pro. I've got my AirHawk going in to my 12-volt regulated cigarette lighter. Here we go. That's going. And check this out, Adam. Not that you would ever need a drill while you're camping or watching TV, but just to show you that it can do it, right? I'm going to go ahead and plug in my 900-watt power drill. Power saw, you name it, this is going to plug it all. And I'm going to plug it in the same one that the TV's on because I want you to see that it's immediate power. I don't have any trickle charge, and my TV is going to stay on as well. Probably waking up the neighbors in my backyard right now, but I have a lot going on here. And all of this is powered with my EcoFlow river, and I can keep going for days and days and days, weeks and weeks and weeks, because I have that solar panel charger as well. And there's 2 other ways that we're going to give you to go ahead and recharge your river with your package today. Is you can re-plug it into the wall to recharge it, or you can even plug this into your car because we're giving you that cigarette lighter little charger adapter as well. So you can multiple ways to recharge this, multiple ways to use it to go hunting, camping, fishing, or in the, God forbid, the worst case scenarios, should you get hit with a grid lockdown or a natural disaster, because we never know when those things can sneak up on us. It's also going to power all of my medical devices too, my CPAP machines, my nebulizers. What about those of you who rely on a scooter, those sorts of things, a Wi-Fi router, your computers, your printers? We're working from home these days, so there's so many things that you can plug in with the river. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to let you get back to it, Adam, because I'm going to go inside where it's a little bit cooler and show you one more quick little setup if I can before I leave you today.
You certainly can, my friend. And remember, all of this is without gas or fumes or oil or maintenance. There is 0 maintenance that is needed. This is that next generation power station that really makes a difference, okay? So we're excited to share this with you. We're now even, Stevens, the popularity with the solar panel, without the solar panel. Okay. This is now completely sold out, so thank you for all your orders on the blue. If you want black with the solar, that has now sold out. Black without solar getting limited. This is the rose gold getting limited. Again, we're over 70% sold out for the entire day, guys, and this is the first, we're in the first hour and 20 minutes of the day. So there's the rose gold, there's the black, and there is the classic gold, and then we have what's called the white at the back, but it really is silver. Justin, we've got about 60 seconds, my friend. Back to you.
Thanks, Adam. So right now, a lot of us are working from home. Kids are doing homeschooling, but we all can't be in the office. So we've got a makeshift office here. I've got my office in my dining room. I've got my printer going. Look, my printer, this is a wireless Wi-Fi printer. I got my printer plugged in. I got my phone plugged in. But just because you don't have, look, I got my light going too. You can plug in your Wi-Fi router to the river as well, because I'm going to blow your mind here. This might be an epiphany for most of us. Just because you don't have power doesn't mean you don't have the internet. The internet's always out there. It's just you've lost power to the router, the vehicle that brings the internet, the Wi-Fi into your house. So plug that in as well, so you can go ahead and get your computer going and get those Zoom calls going. And then we are almost wrapped up here, Adam. Boom. Now I got my computer going. Everything is being powered through my 11-pound eco-friendly battery power generator.
Justin, as always, a pleasure to spend time with you. Thank you for a great presentation. Stay safe, my friend. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Adam. You as well.
And just a reminder to everyone watching, this is the final ever Today's Special on the EcoFlow River. If you've seen this over the past couple of years and you've been meaning to buy it, this is your last ever chance. When it's gone, it will be gone. So thank you for all of your orders. I know you're up late with me tonight. We're overwhelmed by the response, wildly popular. It will be sold out by the early hours. Okay, I want to give you a couple of heads up. Something we don't have a presentation on tonight, but it is available. Our best value to date on a Samsung Galaxy. This is the A01 5.7-inch high definition screen with track phone. You get 1,500 minutes and text and data. It's $69.99, 5 flex pay and free shipping and handling, and it comes with a lot of great stuff. Not forgetting, at 1:45 tonight, I am going to show you something amazing, something I don't think you've ever seen before. It will only last a couple minutes. 1:45 on the dot, I promise. Stay up late with me. Something else from Mr. Beams is on the way after this.
Come with us on a journey to Greece and discover innovative beauty solutions that are time-tested. Powered by the Greek flora, Carez harnesses a wealth of plant species that exist only in Greece. We handpick our Greek botanicals and extract them in our own labs. By combining the best of nature with science, Carez delivers powerful results in each product. Immerse yourself in the beauty of Carez on HSN and hsn.com. Get crafting, get organized, and get ready for fun with HSN's Fall Home and Craft Fair. Freshen up your home with DIY projects and crafts from all your favorite brands, like Anna Griffin, Origami, and more. Make your home a happy place. Starts Friday. Our HSN price is a great value that we bring to you every day. We work hard and have the buying power to make sure it's a value that you'll love. So go ahead, treat yourself with the confidence to buy now at the HSN price.
Well, now we've solved the power problem, now let's solve the light problem. Welcome to HSN. September is National Preparedness Month. Still to come is our ReadyWise Foods, always there when you need it. But before we get there, a really quick presentation from our #1 brand in wireless lighting, indoors and outdoors, is Mr. Beams. These are the puck lights. These are the circular disc lights that you stick wherever you need them. If it's in the pantry or the closet or under the sink, maybe down the stairs, on a hallway, motion activated, these are gonna light the path. So please God, no more trips or falls. These are gonna give you light where you always wanted it, but maybe you didn't want the electrician to come in and all the wires and cables and all the expense. A lot of people buy these and put one in the bathroom, because if you get up in the middle of the night and you go to the bathroom and you don't want to turn on the big light because it's gonna wake you up too much, this will give you that soft glow. Each one gives you 30 lumens of warm light. And tonight we have the Encore. It actually launched yesterday in the download show. This is a 4-pack for less than $20. So you get all 4 for less than $20. Fabulous lights, 5 flex pay for the Labor Day holiday weekend of $4. Our Mr. Beams expert, Mr. Justin Hyatt, joins us live tonight. Justin, you're here to throw some light on the matter. We love our Mr. Beams.
We do. My home is basically a home built on Mr. Beams. We got Mr. Beams in the closet. We got Mr. Beams outside. And we also have Mr. Beams in the kitchen. I want to show you really quickly. Adam was talking about put light anywhere you want. These can fit in your pocket. They can fit anywhere. It's one of the reasons why so many of you love these, but they're absolutely motion activated. So I'm going to turn off the lights here because I want to show you. We're going to take advantage of the fact that it's pitch black in this house. We've got light underneath our kitchen cabinets, motion activated. They're going to stay on within 20 seconds and then automatically turn off. I don't know if you guys can see that. I've also got a light underneath my sink. You can put light the moment that you get these anywhere you want. And Adam, you talked about the fact that stumbling, tripping anywhere in the hallway or stairwells, it can be avoided. My aunt's a nurse, and she says when you get a little bit older, what's the reason for some of the most, the prominent injuries is tripping and falling. There's no reason to do that anymore. So we talk about Mr. Beams as motion activated lights, but these are motion security for inside of your home, for security for you, for the convenience to be able to have light anywhere you want it. And even for the attracting moths, this one, I'm afraid he's going to fly into my mouth, Adam. It's really 30 lumens.
It's like a horror movie tonight. Anything can happen. The great thing about these as well, Justin, as you always point out, is that because they sip the power, they last a year and a half in terms of the batteries. So you don't have to keep replacing them time and time again. These are slim, they're slender, they're discreet wherever you put it. You know, if you're always struggling to see things right in the back of the cupboard, or it's in the pantry or in the closet, this will give you that light. One of the things I know, Justin, you did yesterday, which really was a great demonstration, was under the, I think it was under the kitchen sink. You opened up the cupboard and you know, normally it's like the black hole, it's a black abyss in there. You put this in, and now everything you can see.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my camera woman has fallen asleep on me, so I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna actually be the camera person here. So I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm gonna bring you down to the sink once we come back. Hello, everybody. 30 lumens, I can tell you, in the middle of the night when everything is pitch black, is plenty enough light for you. So I'm gonna bring you down to underneath the sink. I'm gonna set down my light, and I'm gonna show you. Once we set this in here, and I want to go reach underneath the kit, underneath that sink, plenty of light. And since we're up close, I want to show you what we have. Here's that moth I was telling you about. What's nice about it is the fact that when you put these in here, you can't see it, right? You can't see this underneath the counter. But when you go underneath, if you need emergency light as a flashlight, I can simply just pop this off. So just, there we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, it's normally a lot easier when you're not holding a camera, but then you actually have a flashlight. There's your mount. Very easy that when you want to put it back as a flashlight or not as a flashlight, there you go. And that's really your installation. It comes with screws or a double-sided sticky tape. So really, anywhere you want light, you're going to have it from the moment that you get these. And again, there's your installation. There's your under-the-cabinet lighting that you've always wanted. And it could be in the hallways. It could be on the stairs. Virtually anywhere you want light, you have it with Mr. Beams.
And it's quick, it's easy. You stick it to the surface and there it's going to live, and that's where it will stay. As your mind maybe thinks about all the areas that you've always wanted to put light, now Mr. Beams is making that possible. This is the brand new offer, so instead of the 2-pack, we're kind of doubling it up, so you get the 4 for less than $20, 5 flex pay if you're able to order today through the holiday weekend, so a nice added advantage. And the one thing as well that I do think is important to point out, there are a lot of great companies making lighting solutions, but Mr. Beams continues to be #1 with regards reviews and the number of folks that love their Mr. Beams products, indoors or out. So these are designed to a really high standard and specification. You can tell it when you feel it, and you can certainly see it with the quality of light and the way it's diffused downwards. Justin, only about 60 seconds left, well over 2,000 now reserved. It's just one of those little things that costs very little money, but can have a big impact inside your house.
Such a huge impact. My girlfriend, the reason why she's sleeping is she wakes up at 4:30 in the morning. Lights aren't on at that time. So she's greeted with not a bright, harsh light, a really nice, warm light. And so whether it's in the bathroom or not, and I was showing you the installation under the cabinet, but really what your installation could just simply be is placing it right down on the counter. So put it on the counter in the bathroom, put it on the counter in the kitchen, put it at the top of the stairwell, put it in your closets. How many of us have dark closets? Heck, if you're sick and tired of having a dark cabinet, put it in the cabinet. I'll turn the lights down just one more time so you guys can see. These are motion activated. When you come within 10 feet of any of your lights, they're going to automatically turn on. Adam was talking about how long they're going to last, up to a year and a half on AAA batteries. I mean, that's crazy, but that's really what Mr. Beams is all about, is taking advantage of the advancement of technology with LEDs and really that motion activated. These are motion activated lights inside of your home that you can put anywhere, Adam. That's why so many people love these.
Justin, we're appreciative. Thank you so much for staying up late with us. Thank you for multitasking tonight. Good night, my friends. Stay safe.
All right, good to see you, Adam. See ya.
Thank you, Justin. Stay in the ordering process for yours. Mr. Beams is here on HSN. Don't forget, $40 off your first single item purchase. If you apply for the HSN credit card and you get approved, you can start shopping immediately with all the perks and benefits. On the way next, we're going to round out the show with something important. And don't forget, in 15 minutes, I'm going to show you something amazing. Stay with me.
I found it in Peru, China, Morocco, an amethyst mine in the middle of nowhere. Every day's a new adventure. We go right to the mines. You can actually show people, okay, this is how it all starts. And every rough material you get is like opening a Christmas present. You're able to sculpt it, make it into something that's really unique, very special, very limited. And I think that that's what people love. They know the history of it.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Thank you for tuning in, watching HSN. My name's Adam, your host tonight. I hope I find you well. It is National Preparedness Month. September is all about really kind of taking control and feeling good about what we've done in our homes to protect ourselves and our loved ones. We're going to round out the show tonight with ReadyWise, and this is perhaps one of the most important products that we offer on HSN. Tonight we're offering a smart deal, which means an extraordinary value. This is chef-created food that tastes great in an emergency or any time. This is food that can live in, and this, you get it in this container, in this tub. It comes beautifully packaged and also specially sealed, so the food in here can last 20 years or so. So we know we've got food if we need it. We're doing an offer tonight that is really remarkable, and we're gonna go through all the meals, all the wonderful tastes and flavors, all the crowd-pleasing things that have been included, but I did wanna start with something important. ReadyWise, as you would imagine, have been very busy this year, really busy this year. It's been a horrendous year. When it comes to, you think of the natural disasters, hurricanes, wildfires, power outages, there's always something that's going on. And this year, more than ever, with this horrendous pandemic, a lot of us have been, bearing the brunt of economic downturn, losing jobs, just not having enough money to do the things that we need to do or would like to do. Having food is an essential, and this is something that gives us the food that we need in an emergency. I want to tell you how big a deal this is. On the website at ReadyWise, this is $349. It's more than 3 times the price. Our price while supplies last is $99.95, so it's significantly lower. This was started by an American couple in Utah, all of course made right here in the United States of America. This is a couple that wanted to do the right thing, to look after loved ones, to make sure that we have what we need, because we all care about somebody, we all worry about somebody. Having the right food is so important. We'll get into it. Remember, in 10 minutes, I'm going to show you something remarkable. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but we'll get to it. But first, I want to introduce you to the lovely Stephanie Roberts, who is really the ambassador for this great company, ReadyWise. Stephanie, I feel like this year more than ever, there is a demand for this product, there is a need for this product, and I'm just proud that HSN has partnered with ReadyWise to offer a price that's down from $349 to less than $100.
Absolutely. Great to see you, Adam. I love this preparedness event that we do every year because I think it is so great that Wise is able to knock that price down for us here at HSN, just because it enables all of us to do a better job having what we need for our family no matter what happens. And if there's one thing we understand about this year, well, you never know what's going to happen, right? So that is why I think this whole theme of preparedness is extra important. All right, let's get down and talk about Wise. ReadyWise foods mean that you are ready for anything. That means if there's power outages, if there's snowstorms, if there's hurricanes, if there's a problem getting the trucks to the grocery store because of reasons none of us understand and the food isn't there, this is food that you have for your family no matter what. Now, Adam told you a little bit about Whey, how it's an American company from Utah and how they do things differently. I want you to understand how they manufacture, because that's what sets this apart from any other either preparedness or emergency food on the market. So the product itself is dehydrated and packaged in what we call a modified atmospheric package. It's state-of-the-art packaging. And I know you're like, okay, why is this packaging so important? Well, think about it. If you're going to be prepared and you're going to have food that has a long shelf life, you've got to know that the package shuts out the oxygen, the moisture, the humidity, all the things that make food go bad. This package is the really cool scientific thing that Whey does better. So great that it keeps this food safe for up to 25 years. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what this packaging is all about. Now, let's talk about what's in the package because, okay, I admit I'm happy that this is at the ready for me, and in an emergency, no complaints. I honestly would feed my family about anything. But we don't want to eat just anything. We want good tasting food, and that is what Whey does so well. So I am going to take this pouch just opened. All I do with any of the food is add water. Now, if there's one thing I really want you to understand, you don't need to cook this food. You don't even need to heat the water. I do have pans sitting on a burner right now. That's just because I want to speed it up because you know what? It's going to reconstitute itself, if you will, with the liquid more quickly because it is hot water. But if I was in a true emergency situation and I didn't have power and I didn't have, you know, a nice propane burner like I have here, and maybe my grill wasn't working, and I had to take water from the tap, as long as it's safe to drink, doesn't matter if it's stone cold, doesn't matter if it's room temperature, doesn't matter. This will turn into an entree that is the right texture, the right spicing, the right everything, simply by adding water. So that's where it's emergency food, right? No matter what situation I'm in, as long as I have safe drinking water, I can put an awesome tasting meal on the table for my family. Now, if there's one thing we've learned this year, emergencies are defined very, very differently, right? So let's say I do have power, but what I don't have is a lot of money. It's a week where the budget is just not happening. Maybe due to the pandemic, things have changed for your family budget-wise, and you just need a great value. I love this food right now more than ever because I can take Southwest rice and beans, which I will very readily admit is one of my favorites that is in this Whey's 132 serving bucket. And I can make it on the stove because I have a stove and we're not in a storm situation and I have power. And suddenly now I have a meal. I'm going to come close so you can check this out. Real beans. Real pieces. You're only getting the right shot for you. There you go. Real beans, real pieces of corn. I mean, this is real food. This one, piping hot, because you know what? If I have power, I'm going to feed my family a hot meal. And you know what? I'm going to eat this so willingly. One of my stepsons had it earlier today, and he literally goes, it just tastes like the Mexican restaurant. I'm like, exactly. Like, that's the point. So, Adam, I think one thing we've learned this year is emergencies can be defined very, very differently. We may never exactly be able to know what it's going to be, and that's what preparedness is all about. I like this certainly for true storm preparedness. Plain old tap water makes great tasting meal. The no story is better than that. But whether it's a budget issue, whether it's there is not the food that I need there to be to make decent meals for my family on the shelves issue, I can take this Southwest rice and beans. I can eat it just like this, or we've gotten a little creative now because, hey, haven't we had to be creative all year? We've turned that Southwest rice and beans into a tortilla wrap because guess what? They had tortillas. And then I found some lettuce at that store, so now I've got a dinner. But do you see what I'm saying? I know we usually talk about this with the hurricanes and the blizzards, and don't get me wrong. That is still huge and important and what we're about. But I want you to think a little bit more about how you could take a meal that you might not have been able to find at the store and make it a great meal at 77 cents a serving.
That's I believe, the lowest price I can certainly remember. 77 cents a serving is nuts. I mean, really, you look at the 132 servings, great flavors, great meals. If you just quickly kind of look across here, whether it's going to be brown sugar and maple multigrain, the apple cinnamon cereal, macaroni, creamy pasta and vegetables, savory stroganoff, Southwest rice and beans. We've got the apples, chicken flavored noodle soup, the tomato basil soup, vanilla pudding, creamy yogurt style. I mean, there's so much in there that everybody loves. It occurred to me to say a couple things. Guys, ReadyWise is the same company as the Wise Food Company that we've been presenting on HSN for many, many years. The Wise Food Company that's been on TV, magazines, editors' picks, countless articles about the Wise Food Company. They've just rebranded to ReadyWise, and I really like it. I think it's important. I think it's striking and stands out because this is an important product and it needs to be seen. I have mine at home. I think ours is 100 servings. We got it like maybe 5 years ago. You know, it's in the pantry, it's on the top shelf, and that's where it lives. And if God forbid there's an emergency, I know that's where I'm gonna get the food from, and I know we can eat, right? And we can eat well, we can eat something tasty and delicious. If there's somebody that you really worry about, or you're concerned about, and this might be moms or dads, grandmas or grandpas or kids who are in a different part of the country to you, you can call us tonight and we will send this to them. And remember, free shipping and handling and the 5 flex pay. The wonderful thing is HSN, because we were one of the first ever retailers to offer this company's products, we get the best deals. This on their website is $349. You're getting it for less than 100. So a really remarkable opportunity to save a fortune. And you really do get so much. I mean, inside that container, inside that tub, you get all of this. So all of this food with all of these flavors for absolutely everybody in the family. Food that's gonna stay good for up to 25 years, sealed professionally. The reason why ReadyWise gained such attention is because they created food that actually did taste good. Okay, here's what's happening. 4 minutes, in 4 minutes, in the middle of this presentation, Stephanie and I are gonna show you something unbelievable. We're gonna show you something that's gonna rock your world. Only 4 minutes to wait before we do that. But Stephanie, as we said, being prepared is invaluable, and ReadyWise helps us to get there.
Absolutely, and again, we've learned this year that you just have to be flexible, prepared, and ready to go for whatever comes your way. You were talking a lot about the different meals, I know, with that great graphic. I want to show you up close and personal, because it's one thing to get 2 breakfast entrees, 7 different lunch and dinner entrees, but you gotta want to eat them, you know, and you were such accurate in pointing out, Adam, that this is what separates Wise apart. So this is the chicken noodle soup. You can see that it's got great veggies in it. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. We've got, as I spill on the floor, that's why we have dogs here. We've got peppers, we've got carrots. You know, this looks like the same chicken noodle soup that I would spend hours making. And the thing I love to tell my kids, and I test it all the time, here, try it. Okay, yeah, this is good. Okay, great, that came from the pouch, it's Wise. And they're like, no way, it's a fun little game to play. And you can try it with your family too. There's 2 different types of cereals, a brown maple sugar cereal and also a apple and cinnamon cereal. Again, just water, all we're adding to any of these. But what I like about the cereal, the texture is awesome. Like, you can see the whole grains. This is not mush. This is not what you would expect when you think, ooh, I'm just gonna add water and stir it up. You know, I'm a texture girl. If we get gooey and slimy, I'm out. So I love the fact that this is almost much more like steel-cut oatmeal with big chunks of apple in it. So trust me when I say it's the texture that's really spot on here. It makes such a great difference. When we talk about servings, I want you to understand the value, right? So I know it's like, well, what is a serving? This is 1 full pouch of the beef stroganoff. I'm gonna divide this into quarters and kind of space it out here. I'm playing with my food, and there goes more for the floor. The dog's gonna have a great night. Do you see? This is risky as I tilt it. You know, I am looking at, that's a big pile of food, this 1 serving here. I'm gonna eyeball that, tell you that is well over a cup of stroganoff. So that's 1 serving. So when we're telling you you're getting 132 servings, it's not this little tiny bite of food and we're calling it a serving. Right. That is about all I need to eat for a meal. And the thing Wise has done different with this bucket, because I worked with Wise for over 6 years, and I talked to them before our presentations this weekend, and I said, help me understand what sets this apart. Do you know what they added into this for us, Adam? Protein. So when we're talking 132 servings, it's not because, you know, you've got extra drinks or extra this or extra snacks. That's 50 grams of protein per person per day factored into this tub. And those are real meals. And that matters to us. We know when we're, you know, whether it's trying to be healthy or simply trying to keep our tummies full, protein is what does it, right? So I love the fact that, you know, we're talking about the 50 grams of protein factored into what a person can eat every day and stay full. By the way, when the buckets come home, and I'm going to grab a bucket in just a minute and show you a couple things about that, you'll notice that it says on the front 124 servings. And I was kind of like, did we print these wrong or something? No, because on the Wise website, they sell 124 serving buckets, but they gave us a bonus apples. And I think that's really cool because we'll talk more about this as we go for the next few minutes. But the fruits that Wise puts together are so incredibly popular, and they often are the first things to sell out. They're giving us a bonus 8 servings of apples in this tub, and that's awesome.
Stephanie, I'm going to give you a quick heads up. We're going to come to you in less than 20 seconds with the big reveal of what we've been talking about. I said that at 45 past, we would show you something really remarkable, and I'm about to do it. One of the biggest things that we all have to make sure that we're doing is drinking enough water, right? If God forbid there was an emergency, how do we know that the water that we're drinking is pure enough? What if we couldn't just turn on the tap and get water? I want to show you this. This is called the Seychelles Bottle, and it is unbelievable. We've got 4 of these at home, okay? I bought this the first time I ever presented it. You're about to see a demonstration from Stephanie. She's going to scoop up dirty, filthy, horrible water. Imagine you're outside and there's a puddle of water. We're going to scoop that water up, and we're going to make it clean and pure. You're going to see it before your very eyes. Now, when you see this, this will, as you'd imagine, sell out instantly. There's about 1,500 left. Stephanie, we cannot keep these in stock. It's a vital product,
No.
It's an important product, it's a mesmerizing product.
Safe drinking water, non-negotiable. You have to have it. And in an emergency situation, when you're not sure of the safety of your own drinking water, or if you're in a situation where you do have to scoop it up on a puddle, this water bottle can do it. So this is what it looks like, plain and empty. I wanted you to see the clear. So this is what it looks like, because we literally have loaded potting soil into this, as in I could have scooped it out of the dirt in front of my house. So now I have this muddy, muddy, muddy water, and I need to drink it. Inside is a powerful filter to take out the contaminants. Normally, obviously, I would draw it through my mouth and sip it through, and then the filter would pour out the dirt. I want you to see this. So I am going to squirt
Watch this.
and then show it to you. I promise you I will walk this up close. Okay, look at the difference. Here's my muddy water. This is where I started, right? Here is my drinking water.
Clear.
Crystal clear, and just so you know I'm not messing around, I will happily drink it. I'll finish it.
Is that not amazing? I mean, an unbelievable product. It's worth every single penny. Again, this will be gone in a heartbeat. We have them available. We're not limiting quantities. The water could be filthy. You take a drink, the water that's coming out of here is clean and pure. Brilliant product. Okay, there it is. I made it available to you. I hope you grab it while it's there. I can't say enough good things about it. If we needed it, we've got it. Okay. Back to the action of our Ready Wise foods. To be prepared to know we have food if we need it. Again, this year with the pandemic, going to the grocery stores and seeing that food was just disappearing off the shelves, and it makes you realize, well, wait a minute. I know I need that. I want that. How am I gonna get it? This means that you've always got that supply. You've always got that stock of food, nutritious food that's gonna be everybody's favorite flavors that will keep us going. You know, over the past couple days since this launched, there's been some really emotional phone calls. You know, at this moment in time, with people out of work and the economic depression that we're facing, with people struggling to get by, food, feeding our families is hard, right? This is something, and we had a lovely lady call in who was buying this. She was buying it actually for first responders and families that were, you know, actually being evicted in her neighborhood. She was a lovely lady who called in. But there's all of these real life situations that we can all relate to. This helps us get by. This helps us get along. And I've never been prouder to be able to stand here and tell you that HSN and ReadyWise are doing this at a value that this is $350. If you go to ReadyWise's website right now, $349 and change, you get it for under $100. So really an amazing opportunity, really fast. Stephanie, there are some other things that maybe we should just touch upon now. First thing, let's touch upon the kind of extra kits, because we have a fruit kit, we have a protein kit, and we have a veggie kit. Give us the heads up on these, please, Steph.
Okay, I'm going to step back for just a second to grab some plates for you. So you have your option of actually picking up freeze-dried and dehydrated veggies, fruits, and meats. And boy, if there's one thing we have learned this year, again, supply chains get messed up. We can't do without fruit and veggies in my house. So if you choose the fruit kit, you are getting bananas, apples, peaches, and strawberries. I'm going to stack some food here and just show you how big and beautiful these are. That is a peach. These are big slices of real fruit. This isn't the wow, that looks like a peach. Gosh, it almost tastes like a peach. This is a freeze-dried peach. You know, this is the stuff that costs so much in the big box stores that you can buy to snack on. I love this for daily snacking. I love this because bananas go bad in 5 seconds right now in the summer. I love this because berries have gotten ridiculously expensive and they're non-negotiable for me on cereals and things. So it's a way not only just to have food when you need it, but to have fruit when you need it, or to have vegetables when you need it. So there was the fruit kit. In the vegetable kit, you're getting broccoli, beans, peas, and corn. Now, here's the thing about the veggies that I think is kind of fun. I can eat them just like this. Dry and crunchy, right? The freeze-dried peas, not bad. They're not seasoned. Personally, I like mine wasabi, but here's the other thing about ReadyWise. We're trying to make this family friendly. Yeah, my kids aren't eating wasabi. So they come to you unseasoned. Or you could reconstitute them. You can put them in water and then season them any way you want and just make them your side dish. So freeze-dried vegetables and freeze-dried fruits. Really a cool addition. And again, let's talk about economics. Fruits and veggies are pricey. We all know that eating healthy costs more money. I like the fact that we are able to have these available to us at a good value price. Here's a quick look at protein. If you choose the protein kit, is a mix of different chicken and beef options. This is a flavored chicken. It comes with a pouch of rice. This is not even the entire pouch, and this is such a heavy platter. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at this. It's going to feed about 8 different people. Right. So I like the protein kit because you could get kind of a mix of meat and grain. We've then added some veggies, and it's not a gourmet meal like the regular meals are, but this would put together a makeshift meal. That's the protein kit.
So not to overwhelm you, I mean, what ReadyWise have done is given you what we need, and then if you'd like to add on, just like Stephanie said, there's the protein, so you can get more protein. There's the veggies, so you can get more veggies, or of course there's the fruit. Out of these 3, I always recommend the fruit because you can snack on this. It doesn't have to be an emergency at all. That's the one we always elected to buy. So if you want to buy just one extra, I would go with the fruit. Again, all 3 options are $49.95. And then Stephanie, let's just spend a minute on each of these. First, let's talk about eggs. This is always asked about. We do have it back in stock again tonight. This is the 144 servings of our powdered eggs. Why is this important?
Oh my gosh, Adam, I don't know about you, but we eat a lot of eggs in my family. I couldn't find eggs on the stores for, honestly, weeks. Like, they'd come one day, and if you weren't there with the day they got dropped, you didn't get any. So these are powdered eggs. Now, I know your first thought is, ew, gross, I'd rather not eat eggs. But you know what? If you have ever been to a hotel where they have the nice breakfast for you the morning after and it's all in a buffet, even the really fancy ones, guess what kind of eggs those are? They're powdered. So powdered eggs scramble up just like anybody else's eggs. And, oh, by the way, you can bake with them and do substitutions with them. It means you're never without an egg. So for anybody who isn't real familiar, this is what a powdered egg looks like. No big deal. Nice color to it. You put it in water, and the directions are very clear on the pouch. You give it a little whisk, and literally within seconds,
It looks just like the regular eggs that I would be whisking up. Now I can scramble this. Now I can put it into my brownie mix. Now I can do whatever I want. In my case, I have 4 teenage boys. They eat about 6 eggs a piece a day. And, you know, this is a great value and also just a great lifesaver. So it's 144 servings, but each of these pouches, check this out, is resealable. So you don't have to use the whole dozen equivalent of eggs when you open it. You can just seal it up and then go back and have it in the cupboard when you need it. So these became a little more important to me this year because I really didn't realize that getting eggs from point A to point B could be such a problem, but we've learned a lot this year, haven't we?
We have them available, we sure have. We have them available for you, the 144 servings. And then last but by no means least, we have our Chocolate Dairy Delight Milk. This is one of the newer additions to the collection. This is available as well. I believe it's $54.95. This sounds scrumptious. This sounds really delicious, Stephanie.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I know you're thinking, okay, but why chocolate milk? Oh, come on. If I'm breaking into my emergency food, I got to have something that's going to bring true pleasure, and chocolate will do it. So it obviously comes in powdered form. It is a chocolate whey milk so that it is shelf stable. Hey, for my kids, this is a way that you can have awesome, great tasting chocolate milk whenever you want it. Now, in the regular 132 serving bucket, you're getting whey milk. So if having milk for the kids is important, but I got to tell you, this is decadent. It is rich. It is as if you poured the smoothest, nicest chocolate syrup into a glass, and now I'm able to drink it. And I'm not a very big milk drinker, but Adam, the chocolate flavor here.
I'm jealous, Stephanie. I'm jealous.
This is what
I really
am.
am.
Right now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
okay.
this is good.
What we'll do is we're going to spend our final 4 minutes on, of course, the main kit. These are wonderful, but if you only buy one thing, naturally it should be this. A $349 value on their website. We're at $99.95 with 5 FlexPay and free shipping and handling. It's from ReadyWise, but this is the Wise food company. It's the same brand we've had on HSN for many, many years. They've just rebranded, and I think they've done a great job. I really do. This is a container with 132 servings that's sealed in packages that's going to keep that food good for 25 years. Whether it's a natural disaster, whether it's a power outage, whether we are stranded, whether we need food and we don't have a lot of money, this is emergency food, but this is emergency food that tastes really good. Stephanie, you and I were, you were filling me in on this. Obviously this year, ReadyWise have been inundated, I'm sure, more than ever in terms of huge demand for their product. And I'm just proud that HSN continues to have the best values out there.
Absolutely. I'll be honest, I've been asking them for months, hey, we know people are, having trouble getting a good value for their food dollar, having enough food on the table. Can we do something with HSN? And honestly, they just didn't have the supply until now. So I'm thrilled we're going to be able to do this for you this weekend. Okay, so this is the one that if you've been watching, I literally started 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago at most. Remember, everything you see, all I've done is add water, but please remember, it does not have to be hot water. I could have made this with stone cold water. I did it with hot because it came together a little quickly. This is creamy pasta and vegetables. Do you see those vegetables? Big chunks of red pepper, peas, carrots. Oh my gosh, it looks scrumptious, and I wish you could smell what I smell. It is a wonderful veggie-based sauce. Just a great entree. And again, pasta, the last thing you want is it to be slimy or mushy. And Wise has figured out with that exclusive packaging, not only how to make this perfect texture for food, but how to keep a perfect texture for food shelf stable so that it's there whenever you need it. And maybe you won't, but it's sure nice to know you have it for up to 25 years. So there's 7 different lunch and dinner entrees. There's 2 different breakfast cereals. I'm trying to think of some entrees we haven't talked about. Cheesy mac, funny story. This was sitting here, room temperature, on my counter because I did have a show earlier this morning. The boys were digging in it with forks when I walked in like 10 minutes later. They're like, oh, you don't need this, do you? No prompting, nothing, not warm. They're just like, no, it tastes really good. They had they know what it was because I'm obviously working this weekend, but no concerns, just digging in and enjoying it. There's a tomato basil soup that is spiced just like your favorite Italian restaurant. And then I do want to talk very briefly about the drinks. By the way, you're getting 2 desserts to a yogurt and a vanilla pudding, but whey milk is included in the 132 serving bucket, and that is so important for so many
families with young children. Milk is not just, a healthy thing for our bodies. And Adam, with young kids, it's a comfort. That sippy cup of milk at night might be the only reason the little one's going to bed. And if you're out of milk at the store, it is not fun to be a mom or dad. And if you're in an emergency situation and you don't have the power to keep milk, having Whey milk is priceless. So I love that we've included the Whey milk. There's also an orange drink in there as well. It is everything you need. I am going to grab the bucket because I want to show it. It is grab and go should you need to grab and go. It is gun-proof. It is waterproof. It is a solid piece of equipment. I use mine as a step stool in the garage occasionally, if you must know, because it is such an awesome bucket. But it's all packed in here. It's delivered to your door, and you never worry about feeding your family again. That's pretty amazing for 77 cents a serving.
Stephanie, as always, a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Great to see you. Stay safe, and I'll see you later.
You too. See you soon.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for shopping with us tonight. I hope you found something that gives you some peace of mind, whether it's power, whether it's light, whether it's food. It is National Preparedness Month, the month of September. Thank you for shopping with us for our ReadyWise. Stay right there to make sure you get yours. 77 cents a serving is the best value I believe we've ever done. And stay with us. The night is still young. Our today's special is close to a sellout. We'll do an encore right here, right now. Good night.